two-part tariff. Now, this is also one of the form of price discrimination, but it distinguishes itself from the normal price discrimination, because normally what happens is that monopolist separates demanders. Okay, suppose I am monopolist and you are my customers. Then I will identify you as my different customers, and probably I'll charge different amount of prices from all of you. Okay, or I'll probably separate you into two groups or several groups, and I'll charge different prices from different groups. So I'm the person who is identifying you as a group. Okay, and this is the case we have already done in price discrimination. Okay, your first degree price discrimination, third degree and second degree price discrimination. Now, two-part tariff is the way in which, suppose you are my customers, you yourself will separate yourself out into several groups and will pay different amount of prices to me. This is also price discrimination. I am getting different prices from both of you. Suppose there are two persons sitting and you guys are my customers. I'll charge different price from one customer. I'll charge different price from the other customer. But it's not that I have identified you as different customers. You yourself has identified yourself as a different customer. Okay. Now, generally what happens in two-part tariff is that there is a fixed fee which you have to pay for consumption of any good, and then for each unit consumed you'll be paying certain amount of price. You getting the point? The classic example is that it's of an amusement park, okay, where you have to pay the entry fee. Fine. And with whatever amusement you're going to use, you'll be paying for that. Is that okay? So that's a classic example. Now, generally, this has been said as TQ is A plus PQ. What is A here? A is the fixed fee which you have to pay. Something like fixed fee. P is the uniform price. Uniform price for each unit of amusement which you're going to use. Okay, that is something called the marginal price which is being paid. Marginal price which is being paid. Now, in case if you want to look at it, this will be somewhat like P bar. That is the average price which you have is A upon Q plus P. This is the average price which any customer might have to pay. Now, well, the point is that what you will do is that you will set price, this price equal to MC. This is the first step which you will have. And you will set this A as that willingness to pay of the least interested buyer. Suppose I have two customers, okay, and one is a least interested buyer, okay, and other is a more interested buyer. Least interested buyer would be willing to pay me less amount, okay, and more interested buyer would be willing to pay me more amount. So what I'll assume is that, okay, fine, I will charge this A as the price which this least interested buyer is going to pay me. Okay, more interested buyer will at least pay me this A, definitely. So A is, as you could see, it is the willingness to pay of least interested buyer. One thing is that. And why do you set it like this? Suppose I have two customers. One is a least interested buyer, other is a more interested buyer. When I have set this A, which is equal to the willingness to pay for least interested buyer, what have I done? I have extracted the entire consumer surplus from you. Okay. Whatever you are willing to pay, I have set the price there. Getting the point? So from a given set of buyer, from the given set of least interested buyer, I have extracted the entire consumer surplus. Well, this policy, as you could see, it would be feasible only if, as in the other price discrimination cases, if reselling is not allowed. Supposedly, I have two customers. One is least interested, other is more interested. And if least interested buyer would resell his tickets to the more interested buyer, then how will I sell to more interested buyer? Okay, so this you say is that this would be feasible only when no arbitrage is allowed. You getting the point? This was an introduction for two-part tariff. In the later recordings, we'll calculate two-part tariff with the help of a numerical example and graphically, which will make this clearer to you.